Welcome to Canvas Projects, a virtual program offering from the Pflugerville Public Library. I'm Meg Miller, an Adult Services Librarian, here with another fun craft geared for ages 12 and up for you to complete. Those who registered through the library calendar can pick up material supply kits, and for everyone else watching, we hope you give these techniques a try. Let's get started on this month's project.
And for this first Canvas Projects of 2022, we're going to try this scrape painting technique. For those who registered to pick up our material supply kits, you'll get the envelope, and included will be the materials we'll need to do this project. So we are providing 3 tubes of acrylic paint. We have, if you're interested in trying a technique, we have included a comb that we'll give a try, and then our canvas this month is a canvas panel so that we can scrape on it and not worry too much about any pushing of the canvas. If you've got other canvas, you can definitely do this project on different types or multiple things. You could probably even try it on paper if you wanted to continue or practice before you work on your actual canvas. So as you can see, I've got my workspace covered. I'm going to go ahead and take the plastic off my canvas and get my supplies ready to make our painting. So for this first technique, I'm going to go pretty straightforward. I've got my canvas unwrapped, my plastic card, and my tubes of paint. So I can just put some dots of paint around my canvas, depending on how far down you want to go. In the video you see, I really didn't go all the way down. I did leave a pretty good border of blank canvas around, but I also went back and was able to add more paint and scrape again. So just because these are my first dots, I can always go back. And let's go for a third color. Come up here some, and just so you can see, some folks will have gotten white, and I know our canvases are white, but it really will add to your design to have that on there. It won't just go away. All right, so I am also going to want something that I can scrape my card off on, or I'll be able to move to the other side. So I'm just going to start right at the top. I'm not going all the way down to the canvas and scraping because I do want lightly on the canvas, pulling down, trying to keep a steady pressure. So you can see some there. And now that I'm getting quite, I'm going to come back up, give another little line there. So I do like how this abstract look is kind of happening here. And I'm just going to keep going with the card and all the paint I have on it. So when I get over here, and I'm going, so kind of come pretty close and left the paint on, you can see that I'm getting more and more blending and kind of mixing, which is a cool, less blended. I put my dots a little farther apart. You can give that a try. I've got some here up in the middle with no paint. I'll come back and give it a little there. And I can kind of make my edges a little bit. Scrape painting. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more of the colors of paint on the top so we can try again to go over it. So there. So kind of the spots where my canvas is coming through. And this time I've wiped my card off some so that as I come down, just adding that color right in. There, I've gotten a little bit more of the paint on there. Set my card aside. So with a good coverage like this, Something I can do with the comb is kind of just come through and move that paint and give this one a little bit of a swirl design right through that. Or a crosshatch, something I could come back up this way and just scrape through that paint and really give that kind of a cool design there. Come right up, give up the full crosshatch. Oh yeah. So if we get real close on that, you can see where it's given the cross hatching. And with this type of comb, which for the most part, only a few of the kits have, that extra, I can see the edge right there gave a much stronger line than the inner tines because they probably don't fall quite as close. And that is one way to do your scrape painting. One thing we'll suggest is if you've got extra paints left over, maybe from previous crafts or canvas projects that you've done with us, you can definitely get a few more colors than your original 3 that we were able to include with this kit. And something like that, you can use, we have these little palettes or a piece of paper. You can even mix colors together. So I've got a little bit of gold there. I'm just using one of our previous brushes, and I can use that to kind of put my, you want to make sure you've got a good amount of paint in any one spot where you're putting those dots down so that you've got something to scrape over. Silver. A little red and blue left over from this one. Mix my paint some. So because I've got these, mix up another color here. There we go. A nice purple. And I can just do some dots of the purple. Now if I was doing this cross hatching, I very likely would have added these colors before I did the cross hatching piece so that I won't, when I scrape here, I won't be messing any of that design up. Card. I'm actually going to use the back side of the card. So really I've got 4 different sides I can use as I scrape with this. And some other coloring. And since I so quickly, if I really didn't like the cross hatching, I could kind of go straight over it and that'll clear it out. And then I can come back again if I'd like with. Now this comb I definitely would need to pull off this first tine because the inner tines are not connecting with my canvas at all. But here, now that I've kind of bent that out of the way, I can come back through and scrape through that to get that cross hatching that I liked. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. All right, so as always, we love to see what your projects turn out to look like, and we hope you enjoyed this canvas project and giving scrape painting a try.